Welcome back, everyone. Today, I'm going to fix my F9 through F12 function keys. What I've noticed on my ANSI Pinebook Pro is that the function key plus F9 through F12 don't seem to be mapped correctly. After a little bit of research, what I found is this GitHub issue in the IUFN Rock64 Pinebook Pro keyboard updater repo that addresses the ANSI function plus F9 through F12 having the wrong assignment. So this is back from the middle of January, and this is exactly the behavior that I've noticed on my ANSI Pinebook Pro. If you have an ISO edition, I don't believe you will be having this problem. And so what we see here is that the user Jack Humbert has posted a branch with a fix. So I'm going to bring you along while I try to fix my keyboard. A key part about this is I've made a video before about how to do the update of your firmware. One of the key components is that you need to have an additional keyboard with you because the keyboard on the Pinebook Pro while you're running through the update may not work. Actually, I know for a fact it will not work. I have a Logitech, what's the model number here? K400R. Which is pretty cool because it has the trackpad built into the side of it here. It's wireless. That's what I'd recommend you use. In my video, I talk about doing it through SSH, which is also another good option. I'm not going to do it that way. From what I've read, I may not need to update my firmware again. I could probably just apply the hex code, but I'm going to be thorough and I'm just going to run the firmware again and then apply the fix. So the first thing we need to do is we need to jump over to his GitHub repo. And here there's a set of instructions. There's some for ISO and some for ANSI. I'm going to run the ANSI keyboard commands because I'm on an ANSI Pinebook Pro. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make sure we have the correct things installed. Since I'm on Manjaro and not on Debian or Armbian or some Ubuntu based system, Build Essential and libusb and XXD are not the dependencies that I actually need to make this work. And you may or may not have Git installed. So what we need to do is we need to open up our terminal here, console. And we'll use, I guess it's pronounced Pamac here to install some of the things we need. So we need base devel package. If I get my command here correctly. We need git. I'm going to go ahead and install vim, and we need to install libusb. Hit enter. We're going to accept all. Notice here that there's nothing to do. I already have those installed. If you didn't, it would install those. Let's clear out here. Now that we have this, I'm going to clone this down into a directory. I call it code. So what we can do here is we can scroll back up to the top of this page here. If I can click in the right place. Okay, can't do what I'm trying to do. So we'll go up here, click the clone button, and we'll just copy the HTTPS link. I think that copied it. We'll find out. And we just type git clone, and then we'll just do Control-Shift-V to paste it. So we've now copied this down, and we can scroll back down to our instructions here, because we're going to need to compile this. So basically, we're just going to run the make command, but we'll get down here into the whole list of steps and the order. Okay, so we need to cd into that directory and run the make command. Okay, so that's completed. And now we just need to follow the steps. So we're going to run step 1, do these in order. sudo /updater step -1, and we want to run ANSI. Okay, this says that it finished successfully. So now we are going to reboot our system. Oh, that's right. I'm using the keyboard that doesn't work anymore. So sudo, actually I don't have to do it that way. What I could do is I could just go over here and probably should just type the command, but this is much funner and more painful. So I'm going to shut this down. Okay, we've rebooted. We're back up. Now we need to log in. Just remember that your keyboard will not be working. You will have to use an external keyboard. Okay, we're logged back into our desktop. We'll open back up our browser, which hopefully has our page saved. And of course it does. We'll scroll down here, see the command for step 2. And then we can open back up our console. And then we'll just need to get into our same directory we were in. So if we cd into code updater, and then we just run sudo /updater step 2 ANSI. Okay, it says that we've finished successfully. It says everything should be back up and running, but we're going to reboot. This time I'll probably just reboot with the command line, test out the keyboard here. The regular keyboard is now working. Okay, we're rebooting. I'll catch you when I'm back up. Okay, we've rebooted after step 2. We can now log in and go back to using our regular keyboard, which is kind of nice. I don't have 3 keyboards in front of me right now after this, so it's kind of refreshing. I still have like 6 mice sitting around here, which is probably not very constructive when I'm trying to control a recording and do other things. Okay, so this is back up. Yet again, gonna look very familiar. Let's open up Firefox. Once Firefox is opened up to our page, we'll scroll down to the last set of instructions, which is we need to flash KB the firmware right here. So we are going to do this. Let's get console open. Okay, and we'll hit again. Move into your directory that has the firmware downloaded, and then we're going to run the updater. KB firmware / default ANSI hex here. Okay, said it was successful. So now the true question is it actually successful? Look at that. I just hit function F9 and my print screen actually worked. So that's the first test. I'm wondering if I can turn on numlock here. It's going to tell me anywhere that it actually turned on numlock. And numlock is actually toggling off and on the indicator on the Pinebook Pro. So it looks like my function keys are now working as they should be. I hope you found this useful. I figured I'd bring you along for this journey. Kind of see me. I did this live, so I didn't rehearse this beforehand. So you got to see it totally uncut. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Check out my Buy Me a Coffee link if you'd like to offer some kind of support. And subscribe to my channel. I have a lot more Pinebook Pro videos coming of things that I'm just learning about with the Pinebook Pro and things that I'm trying to do set up with the device. The more I use it, the more I'm finding some of these little quirks that kind of have to be worked through. But so far, most of them have solutions. Talk to you later.